Okay. Okay. Hi. Happy Sunday. Hello, everyone. I'm so glad we are on here tonight. I'm so excited to hang out and just share a little bit of what I wanted to talk about with you guys. And I, wanted to share something that I don't think I've spoke on before, and just kind of switch it up a little bit, because I titled this, planning and content, which we all know pretty much how to do that. But I'm going to go a little bit deeper into what that means for me, and what's helped me here lately, what I've had to identify with. So one of the biggest lessons that I've learned with Thrive is having to lead myself first and foremost. We're all leaders. We have all started this business for a reason. We all have our goals and our why, but at the end of the day, yes, M is my enroller. That is who I lean on. That is who I ask for help. But for me as a business owner, I have had to come to terms with leading myself, leading my business, my team. And if I don't have a team, still being intentional with where I want my business to go, being intentional every day I wake up to what I'm sharing on my social media, and leading myself from the front always. I used to go to M for a lot of things, and there came a point and a turning point where I was like, okay, you know the answer to this question. You're going to be able to figure this out. And she did not always respond at that moment. So I had to figure it out. I had to be that tool and that resource for myself. So I want you guys to take initiative that going into this next week and waking up to work your business every day, to lead yourself, to take initiative. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit deeper into that is when I'm leading myself, I know that what I'm sharing on social media is value, is something that brings inspiration to people. So I want to make sure when you guys share your content and share this business and share products, are you making it about other people? Because a lot about leadership is thinking of others. It is putting other people first. It is being empathetic. It is being caring. It is being that light and inspiration to people, but also on the back end of that, problem solving for other people, guys, because people don't necessarily care about our success. People don't necessarily care about our income and all those things. They want to know what you can do for them. So when I wake up to share, I want to make sure that I am connecting with them on a personal level by saying, things that have helped me that maybe they can relate to, being relatable in a sense. So making it about other people is so huge when it comes to sharing products and sharing business, because we hold the key to other people's solutions. People need Thrive. People need this opportunity. There is someone right now who is desperate for an income from home, who wants this community. So when I wake up every day, I'm reminded of that. When we have our Waking Up with Jesus Zooms, when we have our work with me's and things like that, people want something to be a part of, and people want energy. So keep that in the forefront, guys. How will other people benefit from this business? So I hear from some people, this last week especially, I'm getting tripped up on my fives, on what to share. I don't know what to post, and they kind of get in this stagnant mode. And I have been there, guys. I know what that feels like. So when I get to that point, I'm like, okay, bring it back to the basics. And how can this benefit other people? Again, make it about others. How can I add value to someone's life who is on the other side of that screen, who needs what I have? Right. And a lot of that goes when your IMs every day, guys. IMs, statements and affirmations change my business. And it really flipped my mindset around. And I make sure that I say and I believe that I have what people need. I believe that. So when you are planted and rooted in knowing that you have what people need, it doesn't seem it's not like a throat punch when you're rejected, or when someone says no, they're not ready to order, or they're not ready to sign up, because okay, when you're ready, I'm here. Like I I have the sauce. Like I know, like you're just so confident in what you have. And then a lot of your content, I want you guys to go into problem solving. What has Thrive in these 3 steps problem solved for you and your business? And what are some things that you could switch up this week in your content? Because let me tell you all, I was talking with my sister earlier about this, and I want to talk to you all about this because it's so important that we do not always say the same things all the time. We're not always on repeat. We don't always want to say the same exact message, the same exact testimony, the same exact things, because we're going to feel like we are a robot or like we are on repeat all the time. So these last 3 months, I've had to pivot a lot in my business and share things that are different and share things that about the comp plan, or use different apps, or get creative with my reels, or do different hashtags. And I'm going to go into here in a little bit of what I'm doing now going forward, because I have to switch it up. You guys have to switch up your content. It's important. And when I feel like I'm in a stagnant place, I feel like in my business, because what's been going on, and that's where I know I have not been fully making it about others. I have not fully been that fulfilled leader, or that confident woman that I always like to put off, because I've just been kind of sharing the same exact thing. So that's what I want you guys to realize. If you feel like you are saying a lot of the same things, know that you have to pivot. And I'm going to tell you guys, the things that worked for me 3 months ago aren't working today. So I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to give you some things that I'm going to start doing that you can take away from this and maybe try yourself if you're in that moment. So for me, I've strategized ways to add people to my network now, versus I'm no longer doing 25 people a day. Now I'm going to do 3 to 5 people a day, 3 to 5 people that bring value, that I see active, that I want to see more of their life, see more of what they're saying on social media. So when I go to groups in different people's network, I am looking at I'm more intentional. I'm looking at their last post. When was it? Are they being active enough for me to engage with them and interact with them? Hang on, Lincoln. He's going to just be in the background. And I'm looking at things on their social media that is not something I can't interact with. I want to see something that I will be able to be engaged with. So let's say being a single mom, or faith, or in any type of empowerment on their page, I want them on my network. But if it's more of like just memes that they're sharing, old videos, they haven't posted in a while, I'm not adding them to my network, because I cannot connect with them. But versus last month, I was adding different people like that. So I wasn't having that valuable network, if that makes sense. So that's something that I'm doing, 3 to 5 people. It doesn't make you overwhelmed when you think about adding to your network, because I know a lot of us can get tripped up with that and think that we have to do it a certain way, or we have to have some amount of people. No, you want to add those people that you can genuinely connect with, whether it's 3 to 5 people or 10 people. So that's what I'm going to start doing. And also Instagram is something that I've not worked full time. So since we are in a new month, I have been doing that. I've been on Instagram more than I have ever in my business, and I'm switching it up. I'm pivoting. I'm trying something new, and Instagram is a lot different than Facebook. So the only way that you can try to see if something works is if you do it. No matter how fearful it may be, if you haven't hit that like button, or you haven't tried something on your stories that you may think is not going to work, try that out. See how that works. I just have been very intentional. So how and why you value this opportunity is also another thing that I'm going to be talking about more too, because it's one thing to share the comp plan. It's one thing to share facts and statistics about where you're at in your business, which is an important part. Some people may want to see where you're at in the analytics world in your business, but also like, what about the other person that needs this? So when I'm sharing the opportunity, it's not so much of the comp plan. I'm going to start talking about you. What this can do for you is, do you need diaper money? Do you need a side income? Do you want to retire your husband? And do it more of a of their shoes kind of thing. So I hope this is making sense, you guys, because when you start to come up a place of, I have what you need, and this is what's helped me and how I've done this, that's where your conversations will start. People will be in your inbox. It has worked for me. And going live, you guys, is also another thing that I'm going to start doing. I always have been good at live videos, but 2 videos a week is my jam now. That's something I'm going to start doing because that creates a momentum in your algorithm, I think. For me, it does. When I'm live 2 times a week or even more, I can tell a big shift in my interactions. I can tell a big shift in my stories. My viewers go up. Things are popping when I'm live. And for me, that's exciting. So I haven't been live in like what, maybe 2 weeks. And that's something, I wrote these down, you guys. That's something that I want to start incorporating back into, because that was always something that worked. And what's not working for me right now, guys, is, slides all of the time, step 1, 2, and 3, like every single like slide. And that's just what's not working for me. Maybe you need to do more of that. See, it's different networks, you guys. You have to get to know your audience. You have to get to know your network. Even ask them, hey, get on your stories and say, what do you want to see more of on my social media? Like, you guys see me that I'm with Thrive, but what more do you want to see? I know that's always worked for me. I get a lot of feedback from people. And using that call to action is very, very important as well. Like, if someone's interested and they don't know whether or not to message you, if you have a poll or if you give them some direction on messaging you, that is very, very important when you're sharing products or business. So let's see. Be loud and proud about your testimony. So it's important, guys, that you know your testimony, that you know how you feel day 1 on Thrive, how you know how you felt before Thrive, and where Thrive is taking you. That is something that should be shared about weekly, not every day, but you do want to share about that in some form. And I'll touch on this again. If you are struggling with what to talk about in the coming week, or if you haven't planned out your week, please make sure your week is planned out. And when you wake up tomorrow, you know what you're going to post. So for me, I'll give you an example. I think I've shared this before, but I'll get my planner out, you all. And for Monday through Friday, I am putting, let's say Monday, I'll put business posts. And then underneath that, I'm going to share something. I'll put like weekly pay, or I will put Zinger posts underneath the business post that I'm going to be posting for that day in my planner. And then on story, I'll put stories. Underneath that, I will put samples. I'll go hands-free about samples, and then I'll talk about walk them through my day, what I have on my to-do list. That's what I'm putting on my planner, you guys. So that is something that has helped me. If you need to write it out, like, this is the business post I'm going to share from my 5s. We get paid every Tuesday. And then on Tuesday, if you want to share auto bonus, or you want to share transformation Tuesdays, before and afters, that's a great way to get yourself in a routine of planning out your week. And that's always helped. When I wake up and I see my planner, I'm like, okay, that's what I'm talking about today. And some days, like, I'm so conditioned, I know Wellness Wednesday is for Wednesday. I'm going to talk about health and wellness. I might talk about our plus line in Biotic and Balance. I have started a plus line day for Thursdays. That's my day to talk about plus line products and talk about things outside of the 3 steps. So like this last week, I shared about gut health and balance and biotic. So this week I'm going to be talking about thirst. and activate and things like that, like Thirsty Thursday. I'm getting creative with plus line products that I want to share, and I have that planned out. And that could be going hands free, that could be some slides, that could be reviews of some people that have tried Thirst or Activate. And just getting that out there, guys. People want to see that. So that's a little bit on planning out your week and something that's helped me. And you know, if you don't have an opportunity story, you guys, or opportunity event for yourself that you have hosted, I would encourage you to do that. At least one that you've done in the last month that's semi-recent, so people know what you have your hands on. And that could be with the Sideline Sister. You could do a dual live and just tag your enroller and, you know, do it from your personal page. Yes, Facebook events are so awesome. You can do invites and it can be very fun. But your personal page is your storefront. And if you don't have any live videos that you've done in the last month about the business, then I just personally would recommend doing that. That's just me. And you want to have and get used to those live videos. And do notes before you do that. Okay. Live videos can be scary, can be fearful. If you aren't a notes person and you want to wing it, just speak from your heart. I've done that. I'm for that too. But notes keep me on track, and I will do like 3 to 5 things that I want to speak on. And yes, you will go off topic. Yes, you will talk in circles. Yes, you will stutter and get nervous, but that's normal, right? It's just, we're human. And I like to tell people that, like, people on my social media know that I break out when I go live because I'm fearful. They know that I'm anxious and I make a joke out of it, but I keep going. I keep talking, and that just lets people see I'm human. So I would encourage you to do that opportunity of it. If you are nervous, ask your enroller to hop on with you. You know, we are all here to help, and I think that would be such a good way to step outside of your comfort zone. Live videos, like I said, can be scary. And, you know, I still get scared, like I said. So the fear doesn't go away, just part of it. And I encourage you to do that. So change, you guys, I used to think change was a bad thing. But today and forward, well, this last weekend, I've had to change things in my business. I've had to pivot. I've had to change it up. And that can be scary for some, but we have to welcome change. We have to welcome being different and being uncomfortable and stepping into the unknown, because that's part of growth and that's part of seeing what works, because this will forever be a journey of trial and error. Like it just will. We won't always have it together. And, you know, just taking that initiative to switch it up. And if you maybe go back to your page, guys, and do that audit, or have someone do it for you, because maybe seeing it from someone else's perspective can help you. I would love to go look. If you don't have anyone to check out your social media, I will look and audit for you and just give you some honest feedback. And, you know, for what it's worth, and just kind of let you see, when you do go back, you just see what it is you're sharing, and it kind of just gets you back on track. So leading yourself, guys, is a mindset shift, and it's a vibe that you're putting off to your audience. Your vibe attracts your tribe. I mean, it's so true. It is. And I hold that to my heart, because if my vibe is depending on others, or, you know, looking to my enroller for help, I'm not leading myself, and I'm not in that confident businesswoman stance that Em always talks about. And that energy is going to come back to my circle and to my inbox. So I encourage you to lead yourself, and, you know, have that good energy vibe. So I am pretty much done with my notes. Hold on, I see a couple of things in the chat. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Lauren. Hey, guys. Do you this on your stories or posts too? I am not sure what you mean by this. Oh, my plus line. So stories. Yeah, for this Thursday, for the rest of the month, I will be speaking on plus lines in my story. This last week was slides, and this week I'll go hands free. I'll be making my thirst, and pour my water in and just talking about thirst, talking about my day, how there is no sugar in it, no added sugar, how hydration is important to your health. Like it is, just like gut health. It's important to be hydrated, especially if you don't drink water. And, just kind of give people that information, kind of educate them.